Okay guys, video 2 for YouTube. I feel a bit more comfortable today because we're in my environment now inside the gym. Okay, first of all we thought we'd start with the bench press because it sounds a bit awful but most people do it wrong. So we're going to show you correct technique and how to work your chest mainly. So I'm not showing you a powerlifting style, I'm not showing you, so we're recruiting as much, we're basically going to try and work the chest as much as we possibly can. So, first of all, don't worry too much about the injuries you can get from bench press, because if it's performed correctly, you know, it's unlikely, okay? I mean, you can get an injury from anything, as most people know. However, if it's done correctly, you're cutting that risk down dramatically. What people tend to do on a bench press is they tend to go super wide grip, which puts a lot of stress on the shoulders. So, the simple thing is if you stood now and you're trying to flex your chest, you know, the wider the grip, the less contraction you can get. Bring that grip in and the chest is flexing a lot more and it's taking a lot of stress off the shoulders. So you basically want to grip probably around shoulder width is about the best place to start. And I would highly recommend that you wrap your thumbs around the bar. I know a lot of people don't do that. If you're comfortable with that and you feel safe, that's entirely up to you. But I just think for most people, it's putting extra stress on the wrists. The wrists should be straight in everything you do, because we're trying to put as much stress on the muscle we're working rather than on a joint or anything like that. So, and if you've got pain in your wrists, you're going to focus on that rather than the muscle, and it's all about focusing on the muscle. So, close grip, you know, as I say, within reason, about shoulder width. Thumbs around the bar and keep the wrists straight. Okay, position-wise, George is going to come round now, my glamorous assistant, just to lay on the bench to show you exactly how we're going to do this. So, once you lay down, so he's going to take a fairly close grip, thumbs around the bar, wrists straight. Now the main thing here is before he picks the bar up, this is where most people go wrong. You need to keep the shoulders down and back on the bench. Okay, what a lot of people do is they're lifting off. As you're lifting off, the front deltoid's taking over. So they need to be down and back, and then the main focus, it's difficult to do till you get used to it, but then the elbows want to be pushed away from yourself. If anything, slightly back. But again, we don't want to strain the front delt. So if you're feeling it a lot in the front delt, let the elbows drop down a little bit. However, what we don't want is them forward like that, which is basically a powerlifter trying to use everything possible to move the weight. Remember, we're trying to work chest. Okay, so we're going to lift the bar up. So 2, 3, all yours, George. Now just stay there a sec. So the other point, keep the bar directly above you. What people tend to do is they relax and the bar goes forward. It wants to be above you at all times. Okay? We're going to lower down very slowly, resisting through the chest, pushing the elbows away, keeping the shoulders down. Pause on the chest so there's no momentum building up, and then squeezing the chest, pushing the elbows away, we're coming back up. So nice and controlled going down, feeling it through the chest. Let it sit and stop, then squeeze the chest first smoothly, then increase the drive till we get to the top. Then we have no momentum at all coming through. So again, controlling down, pushing the elbows away. Smoothly squeeze the chest and increase the drive, and it is as simple as that. Okay, that is basically all pecs, and that is exactly what you need to be doing on this particular movement. Okay guys, so we're just going to perform a few more repetitions, talking about that breathing, foot position, etc. So you know exactly what you're doing, okay? Okay, so again George, lift up. Keep the bar directly above you. So remember, elbows pushed away, shoulders down and back. So breathe in, fill up the lungs, pause, release it as you smoothly squeeze right out through the rep. Okay, keeping it directly above you, not forward. So control, breathe in, hold, breathe out, squeeze that chest. Okay, as you can see as he's doing this, he's back. You might have a bit of a concave here, that's not a problem, but he's not forcing it. Okay, we're nice and controlled there. His feet are nice and planted, everything's smooth, and it's all squeezing through the chest. So again, controlling down, nice and smooth. Take the pause, flex the chest and squeeze through it. It's all about trying to make this muscle do the work. Keep the breathing going, George, then squeeze. Wrist straight, focus every rep. All about the rep you're doing, it's not the amount that you do. Squeeze through it, good, go again. Control, push the elbows away, take the pause, flex the chest. Nice, let's just go one more so everybody's seeing it. Control, push away, squeeze through the chest. Very nice, well done. So that basically is the proper way to perform a bench press if you want it to get the absolute most out of it for your chest. Repetition ranges, we'll talk about all this, but repetition range wise, I personally wouldn't go under 10 reps. The simple fact is if you do, particularly when you're on your own, it's going to be even more dangerous. But 2, you don't want so much weight that you can't do the form. As I say, focus on 1 repetition at a time because it's all about that. You know, a perfect set is basically a perfect amount of repetitions. So just focus on that. And for this one, guys, that's it.
Okay, so as you can see, close shoulder width grip. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to lower the bar, nice and controlled, pushing the elbows away from myself. So if anything, they'll actually come slightly back. But as you can see, the shoulders are still down against the bench. I'd pause, and then I would squeeze back up through the chest, squeezing tight at the top, and then controlling back down.
Okay guys, so we hope you like this video. We will be covering every possible exercise you can think of. At the moment, we're basically just covering the compounds to start because, in fairness, they're the most important exercises to do to build muscle tissue. But we will do isolations, basically anything you can think of. As I say, give us a shout in the comments what you think, and also if there's anything you'd specifically like to see or don't understand, we'll basically answer everything we possibly can. So again, thank you very much.